YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Will, back in the building with another video. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here and you enjoy content like this, maybe consider hitting subscribe. Yo, so I got another product. You guys know how much I love RGB lights. I've actually been dying to get my hand on some RGB triangle panels. I just never really wanted to spend $200. These are almost half the price of the competitors. Most triangle panels, you can only connect them side to side. With the ColoLight panels, you actually have 6 different connection points. This gives you more options when it comes to coming up with really cool designs when mounting this onto your wall. You can see some key features here like the 16 million color options. You also have things like sync with music. You can connect this to smart assistants like your Amazon Smart Assistant, Google Smart Assistant, and they even have like a Stream Deck app. So these lights have over 70 different lighting effects. You have music sync modes, you have a DIY mode. I'm really excited to add this into my setup and to review it on my channel to give you guys the rundown and everything that we're gonna learn today about the ColoLight triangle panels. I paid for these. ColoLight did not send it to me. Even if they did, everything in my video is always my opinion and what I think about the product. So if you're ready, let's go ahead, jump into the unboxing, and let's see what you all get. Let's go. Inside of the box, you are gonna get your 6 different panels, and as you can see on the back here, you have 6 different connections that you can connect these together with. You then get 6 of these different kind of like paper style cuts of the triangles, and this is going to be useful for when trying to come up with like a really cool design. And next thing you're going to get is your user manual, which is going to give you all of the directions on how to like set this up and all that good stuff. Next, you have 23M stickies. You'll use this to connect to the back of the panels. You get 6 of these little connectors. It almost looks like a SIM card. You get your controller box. Next, you have your power supply, and this is the connecting cable. So you'll plug in the power like so, and then you'll take the other part, which is also like the little connecting chips, and this will go inside of the panel like that to power it up. Lastly, you're gonna get your headphone jack connector. This is useful for like if you want to have more accuracy when it comes to music sync modes. 3/8 cable that they supply, like the headphone jack, to plug this one inside of like an aux out of like your music device or something. That is everything that is inside the box. There's nothing too special. It's made out of plastic like all other RGB panels. So yeah, the first step is definitely going to be, you want to really kind of plot this out. That's why they give you these little paper things. Wherever you decide to put it at, you can kind of like play around with it, because I'm pretty sure once you stick this 3M on, it'll probably be kind of hard to get off. As you can see right here, I have the ColoLight hexagon panels. I made a review on those as well. I really love those in a setup. And actually this addressable LED strip that's kind of like doing this little wave back and forth, that is also a ColoLight strip. Even this strip right here is another ColoLight strip. So I'm thinking it makes the most sense to do the wall panels right here. These support side to side connection, corner to corner connection, and side to corner connection. The main thing here with connecting them is you want to make sure that the chips with the arrow is pointed the opposite directions. Wherever the first one you use to plug the power in, you'll then plug the arrows towards the next one that you're going to connect. When you're connecting this, I would recommend that you go ahead and power this up, so that way when you connect each one of them, you know that it's actually working. Super simple process. Put 3M sticky on the back of the panels, remove the plastic for the 3M sticky, stick in the connection piece, make sure the arrows are pointing opposite direction of the power, and connect them. And I must say, they do look really nice, especially in the orientation that I have them in. We're gonna go ahead and connect this to the app. So the first thing you're gonna do is go to your app store. This is available on Android and iOS. You're gonna type in ColoLight. I already have it, so I'm just gonna open it, but you go ahead and download it. So first thing you do is hit the little icon top left corner. You're gonna hit add. Here you're just gonna follow the steps. I have the ColoLight triangle, so I'm gonna select this. I just held down the controller for 5 seconds, and as you can see, they all turn blue. It already found it because this uses Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. And here now I can go ahead and name this. I am connected and it's ready to go. Top right corner, you can see the dots right here. So if I do set distance, I have a total of 6 connections here. If you add any more additional, you can come here here and change the max distance. First thing at the top is going to be your power. So if I toggle that, it just cycles the power on and off. You have your eye shield, which is basically the value of brightness. So right now I have it on 100%, and I could take it down to, let's say, 34%. So right here you have the speed. This is a dynamic effect, which basically means the colors change. Like you can see it flowing from blue and white. So I could make this like super fast and go ham, or I could like do it real slow and smooth. I could just swipe up and it's gonna change to these different scenes. This is like the sunrise effect. If I do it again, this one's called unicorns. And again, I could always slow that down a little bit. You have this one, which is pretty cool. You got the circus, Insta share. You have this scene right here, that one, cherry, rainbow. I really love those, which is pretty cool. Christmas, and you got random. So if I click this icon right here, which is below the speed of the transitions, these are all the already made scenes. If I click on DIY, I can actually create my own. Basically in here, you can customize a dynamic effect. So right now, these different words like breathe, you have shadow, you have flash, flicker, you have scene, mood. So if I click on this is gonna give me a green and blue. And if I hit apply on here, now it's gonna give me this effect that I just made. One cool thing that I love with ColoLight is you can always adjust the speed of the dynamic effects. So right now it's kind of faster, but if I move it down to 3, now it's gonna do this breathe green blue effect slow. And I always really enjoy that. If I click on flash red, it's gonna flash red slow. If I move it up a little bit faster, it's gonna go faster. But what's cool is I can have these all flash at the same brightness, or if I select this pattern right here, it's gonna flash, but they're not all gonna be the same brightness. And then if I select the other one, it's just a different way of the way it's interacting. Very simple stuff. And I can always hit apply and save, and then I can name this. And then now it's in here with all of my scrollable options of the dynamic effects. So really straightforward to use. Now let's try the color mode. So right here, this is going to give me a selection of colors that ColoLight already has in here. So I could, you know, scroll my life away and change this to, ooh, I love that color right there. I have one more slide to the right, and here this is the official lab. So basically in here I can create a dynamic effect or a static effect. A dynamic effect is multiple colors, and static effect is all the same color. So it's literally just kind of telling you how to connect this all together. Once you select all of the options right here, you can now go to create dynamic frame. I can now color each one of the panels something different. So let's try green on this one. Let's do green there. We're gonna do purple, magenta. Also, if you notice here, if you don't see any of the colors that you want, all you gotta do is click the plus icon, and now you have like the color picker where you can kind of get like a more defined color. Now if I hit save, you can see like this is like my first frame. Now I can hit again, and I could create another frame. I'm pretty sure you guys get the point here, but I'm just gonna make a few, maybe about 5 frames, and then I'm gonna show you the design that I make and what it looks like. So basically you see that I created these 5 different frames, and now if I hit preview, the ColoLight panels are doing like this really cool effect that I just created. I could go ahead and change this to random, and let's do jump. This is the effect that I made. Looks pretty cool. I just did it really quickly. We're gonna go ahead and show you some music mode. Right here at the very bottom, you have this little selection, which is gonna give you the music effect. You can choose between the mobile mic and device mic. We're gonna go ahead and test out the music effect real quick because we love this stuff, right? I love music effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and play some music, scroll through some of the different effects, and we're gonna watch it beat to music. Let's go. I click on this menu here and I go to group, now I could go ahead and connect all of my ColoLight devices. So I have all of these now grouped together. Turn on triangles. One thing I will say, man, it does look really dope now when I film videos sitting at this desk like so. You can kind of see it in the background. They do state that it does work with HomeKit, but it did not connect. But my other ColoLight lights do connect to HomeKit. Pros and cons with this, right? Because there's obviously some cons and there's some pros with this kit. The first pro here obviously is that you have 6 different connection points on each of the triangles to connect, which basically you can connect corner to corner, side to side, or side to corner, and all the other triangles on the market only do side to side. So that's a pro in my opinion, with more options to be able to create really cool designs. Another pro for me is going to be the simplicity of the app. I really love how you can scroll up and down, left and right in order to change colors and dynamic effects inside of the app with all of the ColoLight products. The first con that I got with this is I think the controller feels a little cheap in my opinion. Another fail I will say is these are not RGBIC. So like my hexagons, each hexagon could be like multiple colors and it could do like a color spin mode, but with these they don't give you that option. And also I will say, like, even inside of the DIY mode is pretty limiting versus like the LED strip that ColoLight offers in the hexagons. I just want to see some more cool stuff. That was one thing that I really loved about ColoLight products, is that they are super customizable. Only other thing that I really did notice too is how on the edges it doesn't light up all the way. I will say one thing I love though, that these don't flicker on camera. The price for them is going to be $129 for a pack of 6. You can add an additional 3 for extra $60 versus other triangle panels that are on the market start at like $199. So if you just want some triangle panels for your wall, ColoLight got you. For the low, I recommend them. If you are interested in checking out the budget triangle panels from ColoLight, I will leave a link down in the description. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to leave your boy a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I'm gonna holler at y'all next week in my next video. Deuces.